Yo yo, g'day my succies, it's JuzzyQ7 here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, sitting outside, listening to the birds and feeling the nice warm sunshine on your face until you get sun cancer. Maybe not the skin cancer part, but just having a nice day. So a quick update on my microphone. My microphone's going to be sent off to Rode, the company I bought it from, and they're going to be fixing my microphone. I got it under warranty, which is lucky, and that'll be nice. So look forward to another microphone upgrade back to how it was when it was new, and not this one. So today I'm going to be talking about what I did last night with my mate from primary school. We met in grade 1 back in the times when everyone was super awkward and conversations were very, very limited. The good old cute days. So pretty much I met up with my mate and he's a really chill guy. I'm going to call him Chris in this story. So Chris and we met up and I was like, hey man, you want to go out and just drive around and catch up and see what we've been going on in our lives. So we were just driving around as you do, having a grand old time, just looking at all the scenery and going past all the places we used to remember. And then I was like, hey man, let's go to our old primary school. Let's go check out what the old place looks like and see what's changed, see what we can remember. This was really good though because it's quite inspirational about what I'm going to be talking about in later videos. I don't want to overdo the primary school videos, but I do remember a fair few stories that I want to bring up a bit later, so keep your ear out for those. So when we were heading over to the primary school, we were just driving. We weren't doing anything special. I was in the driver's seat. He hasn't got his driver's license yet. Honestly, once you get your driver's license, the whole world is open to you. It's like a free roam video game, but it's better because it's real life, and you don't have to be forced to respawn if you get what I mean. We were originally just cruising past my primary school, nothing special. We're just gonna take a look, and then I was like, hey man, what if we go inside and check what's changed? Our little spots, our little hangout spots, and have a bit of a chat about how things used to be. And he was like, nah, fam, we might get in trouble. I'm like, ha, come on. We could just jump the fence. No one will care. No one will know. It's the middle of the night. It's 9 o'clock here. It's busy. It's pretty dark by now. It was like, oh, I'm not sure. So we started driving past, and I was like, you know what? Let's pull over. Let's do it. Let's jump the fence. I didn't know if it was trespassing or not. It's like a public school, and it's a primary school. No kids are around at 9 o'clock at night, so we weren't disrupting anyone. And it's also our primary school, so I don't know. The lines were very vague in what was happening and what was not. I used to go through there all the time anyway, and I'd even rocked up with my mate in previous years, and we took a look around. So the first thing I noticed when I rocked up there was, it seemed a lot less condensed. Like they'd removed things and they'd cleared things out and they made it a lot easier to walk around. That seems like a small thing, but when there's a bunch of trees in the way, you just kind of like see it as a foresty area. And now they'd like redone the car park, so it was really quite nice and quite easy to navigate through. Still a hellhole to go through when you're actually a parent and you're busy picking up your child, and there's like 20 million other students needing to be picked up as well, and everyone's kind of crammed there. But it was better than it was. One thing I was happy to see was that the grade 7 seating was still there. Like, this was a special seat that all grade 7s could, like, sit at and no one else could because it was closer to the road, so it was considered a safety hazard. But, when I was going through the rest of the school, I kind of started wondering about how many safety hazards there were actually around the school. So we kind of waltzed on in, going over the fence, going straight to the oval at first. And the oval was a bit of a slush bucket. You kind of expect that in the middle of winter, but it was slushy. Nothing too different. I thought I saw a bowl, but it was like a cone. It was minor details. So instantly, when we were walking through, our memories were triggering about like all the things kind of happened there. And I talked about that sandwich incident as we walked over it, and I was like, "Hey man, poor fella here. He got stuffed with a sandwich in his mouth. Feel real sorry for him at the time, but things are different. He's a good mate. Never forget." Then we walked down to the end of the oval, and at the end of the oval was where we always did like running and sports stuff. So this is the start of the 100-meter sprints, and my mate always told me how, like, even walking over there, like, he was picking up the anxiety of what he used to feel just before running and just before racing against another kid. Yeah, so it was kind of cool just, like, feeling what I used to feel and kind of seeing where I've come, and hearing what he used to say and talk about, like, who he used to race, because we were pretty fast as kids. But going into high school, he dropped off as a speedy kid, and I kind of picked up because I got into running and long distance. And long distance running actually started from this school, running a really far distance from one area to another. My teacher was very surprised that I could actually do it because, I was that nerdy kid. But from then on, I started running like 5Ks every morning. Yeah, I was that kid. I got real fit. So we kept wandering around, and we went around the outside of the oval. And the outside of the oval has like this massive incline. It's like real steep, going like straight up, and it's like a dirt wall kind of thing. And usually that dirt wall maybe spanned it across half of the oval, like just going over one half, and then it went down to like the roads and stuff where there was a massive fence out to the road. And yeah, walking along that, I was like, whoa, man, something's changed, something's different. So halfway through going around the oval, because it was pitch black, we couldn't see, by the way, we found that they'd cut it through and they'd stuck like rocks, like in big steps going down. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, they've changed that, but there was something that felt good about being like a badass in the middle of primary school and running up and down the wall. Yeah. So being like that little mischievous kid and just not obeying what all these school rules are, like, it's just fun little things like that you remember. And now that had been gone, it had been replaced with rocks. But another cheeky thing that they added, which was real crazy for us, was they put a slide going down from like the top of that. It was like a 3 meter, 2 meter incline, decline, incline, either one. And it was a massive slide going down. Like, damn, that's awesome. Honestly, we kind of wished that we could like go down it when we were in primary school because it was so cool. And then we naturally went and tried it out, and it was not that exciting, guys. It was pretty lame. It wasn't very slippery. But then if you whipped out like a carpet or a special mat, I'm sure you'd be able to increase your speed pretty well. And so I think we might come back on a later date and give that a cheeky go. But going down that slide when it was just a real rough, slow ride. It wasn't that interesting. It was really weird though, because like it seems like the school was all for safety, but not at the same time. Like having a massive freaking slide there, it's like, whoa, you think a kid's gonna get hurt. Also they like changed up the area, like a path going into what we called the pine forest. Um, yeah, they changed the path up with a bunch of like balancing rocks and stuff, which yet again we thought was a safety hazard because, you know, that's kind of rocks, and some of them were like loose and stuff. So, they go and change the play equipment and make it like less dangerous, and then they go and add a bunch of rocks, which are potential tripping hazards and could actually like really seriously hurt someone if they landed on a rock. But honestly, I think kids should have dangers in their lives, like these kind of things. It teaches them not to be, too reckless, and it teaches them their limits. I mean, some kid's gonna fall off something at some point and maybe break an arm, and then every other kid's gonna be laughing at them, and they will never do it, and the kid who was laughing at them will never do it because they don't want to break their arms. Honestly, I could sit down and talk about all the dangerous things we used to do in primary school, and I think I will. And I'll talk about the injuries and things that I got from the play equipment there and what they used to do to like prevent these things. But it was pretty dangerous, but it was fun, and I think that's what you want in a primary school: a dangerous play equipment that's fun, and then kids learn their limits. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Reflecting back on my primary school days. I hope you also having an awesome day. Make sure you smash that good day button, the one that doesn't exist but should. Hope you have a great day, my suckies, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.